Hi, Owen. Hi, Jonah. Hi, Chloe. Hi, Sam. Hi, Alicia. Hi, Zoe. Hi, Connor. Hi, Olivia. Hi, Harley. Hi, Hattie. I hope all of you are doing well and you've had a great week. So it's the end of week 34. We have one more week of full lesson plans after this. This is crazy. Okay, so today, like I promised in an earlier lesson this week, we are going to start becoming authors. We are going to write our own fictional narrative or our own story. Okay? Today is just a planning day where you should have this sheet. Okay? You will not be filling this in as I'm filling mine in. This is for you after you finish watching this tape with me. Start jotting down your ideas. Who you think your characters should be. Where do you think your setting should take place or when it should take place? Jot down ideas of possible problems and possible solutions that go to that problem. This is an idea sheet for you. Okay, so you do not copy what I have on here. That way you can just go back to the video and if you're stuck on things or ideas to put on your paper, you can go back to this one and get some ideas. Okay, so let's talk about the characters. Okay, some stories have characters that are human, but not all do, right? Not all stories have just human characters. Think of Frog and Toad. They have a frog and a toad as the characters, and then they even include some other animals along the way. So included in humans, so sometimes you may want to include adults in your story, but sometimes you don't. So that's an option of having adults in your story. Or you can have a combo of adults and children, or just have children. It's your story. Okay, so we'll put children as possibilities. Okay, so the next one we'll write animals. So you can incorporate animals in different ways. So like we just talked about in Frog and Toad, all of the characters are animals and they actually talk. But there's other books, like we just read earlier this week, The Stray Dog, where there were animals, but were the animals talking? No, but there were animals involved in the story. So they could, I'm going to put a little dash here, talking. They could be talking animals or not talking. And there is no wrong answer here. You pick. You pick what works for you and the ideas that you have going on in your mind. Okay, so let's talk about the setting. It could be one place or it could be more than one place. We found, I think, in every single one of the stories that we read so far that the setting took place in more than one place. So that's okay. But if you want it in one place, that's okay too. So we could have one or more than one place. Okay. We could be inside or we could be outside. Right? Okay, so let's just list a couple of ideas. The park. We've seen that a few times, right? Perhaps even the zoo. And that could work if you had humans and animals, or if you chose just to have the animals. They could be talking animals, right? Okay, the park, the zoo. Space. It could take place in outer space, right? Another idea that popped into my head was maybe in a castle, right? Have a medieval kind of time period. So in a castle. Those are always interesting stories. So your story could take place a long, long time ago. So that would kind of go well with being in a castle. So it could be a long time ago. Or it could be sometime in the future, which would kind of go along with space. Maybe someday we'll be taking rocket ships and living on Mars. Who knows? Who knows? And it's a story. It's fictional and it's made up, right? So you could pick any planet, quite frankly. So a long time ago or future. And always you could do present, right? Present day. Lots of ideas there in the settings. So much to think about. Okay, so let's move on. So your box here should say conflict or problem. It's got a little dash there or a backslash. It means the same thing, right? If there's a problem, that means there's a conflict. Okay, so some things that kind of popped into my mind were that something or someone is lost, right? That's a problem. Okay. Someone's feelings might have gotten hurt. I find that to be the theme in a lot of stories as well. Something that popped into my mind that I wasn't even thinking about before. There's a lot of books that have a theme of bullies, right? And in the end, the lesson is learned that that's not a good choice. Not a good choice at all. Okay, so we can have maybe a bully being the problem. Maybe something was damaged, right? Something was damaged. There might even be, you could turn it into a mystery, like the mystery of the lost mitten type of idea, and then have the characters go on a trip or adventure of trying to solve the mystery of the lost item. So I'll just include that as mystery. Okay. So whatever the conflict or the problem is in the story, the solution is going to be related to this. And always think that there could be a lesson learned, and especially in a situation if there's a bully. The end of the story, that bully will have learned the lesson. That is, it's not the right choice. We should treat others better than ourselves. And that tends to be the opposite of what bullies tend to do. All right, so solution here could be that something or someone was found. Okay. When someone's feelings were hurt, maybe the friendship was fixed or repaired, right? In the case of a bully, you could learn to be kind, right? But in that, we want to include how that lesson was learned, right? We always want to include how was it learned. We're not just going to have a bully making poor choices and then all of a sudden, now I'm going to make a good choice. There needs to be something that happens that guides that character into making the better choice, making that change. All right, so if something was damaged, so that something could be repaired. Okay, so with the mystery could be solved. But it is important as you're writing the story that you guide your reader into, yes, there's a mystery. How is the mystery solved? How did those characters get there? So between now and next week, I need your ideas, not these ideas, but your ideas of what you think your character might be, where and when it's going to take place, and the problem and the solution. Start jotting those ideas down. Then on Monday, I will have another video with you where we will dig deeper and help guide you from the problem all the way to the solution. I won't expect you to get there all on your own. So I'll give you some guidance on how to get from here to here. That tends to be the hardest part when writing a story. Okay, so keep thinking about it. And like I said in our last lesson, the more you read, the more ideas you will get for your own stories. And that's okay. Okay, so happy writing. I hope all of you are inspired and already have some great thoughts in your mind. All right, have fun. Bye.